Hello, this is Andrew. Welcome to Collaborative Learning. Today's book is Sword of Destiny by Andrzej Sapkowski. If you like my work, please give me a like, subscribe to this channel, check the playlists, and support me on Patreon and PayPal. Additional links and information can be found in the description box below. Sword of Destiny is the second collection of short stories that follows The Last Wish. Both are vitally important books. The links to my review of The Last Wish is in the description box below. Sword of Destiny uses 6 short stories to develop the key characters of Geralt, Yennefer, Ciri, and Dandelion. At the end of these adventures, the reader understands these characters a lot deeper and better. This sets the stage for the main story, starting from Book 3, Blood of Elves. In Geralt of Rivia, Sapkowski creates an evolving and complex character who has a code of honor, lovers, and good friends. His character habits, his dreams, nightmares, and destiny are further revealed. CDPR game fans can really get a lot out of Sword of Destiny. Reading the books will show you where so many of the side characters and hundreds of unique details came from. CDPR really absorbed the books into the very fiber of their being. So keep your eyes peeled. I will identify all major Witcher game references in this book. The first of the 6 short stories is called The Bounds of Reason. Geralt of Rivia is part of a large hunting party that is on a quest to find a dragon. This includes his best friend Dandelion and Yennefer. They are joined by the traveling knight Borsch with his Zerrikanian bodyguards. Also in the group are dwarves, the dragon-hunting Reaver mercenaries, and more. Dramatic shenanigans with the dragon hunt ensue. Meanwhile, Geralt and Yennefer's relationship deepens, and we find out that Yennefer feels empty being childless her whole life. The second story is called A Shard of Ice. It has Geralt completing a contract for a Zugel monster. He returns to Yennefer at their hotel. This brings about the first iconic appearance of Yennefer's glamorous domestic habits and lifestyle. We find out that Yennefer is a strong, independent woman who calls the shots. She is the more dominant one in her relationships. While being her lover is passionate, it is also plagued by uncertainty. Yennefer is not entirely open and honest in her dealings. There is always an aspect of the mysterious about her. As events progress, we find out that our hunch was correct. Yennefer indeed has a passionate ex-lover in waiting. This is the sorcerer Istrid. As he comes to challenge Geralt for Yennefer's hand, there is a series of confrontations that serve to further illuminate the key characters. In this story, we learn that Geralt and Yennefer love and desire for each other will never disappear, no matter how hard they run away from it. The third story is called The Eternal Flame. It is centered on the city of Novigrad. It is the first appearance of the city that was so iconic and memorably created in the games. Geralt and Dandelion meet in Novigrad and have a funny series of incidents involving the antics of a shape-shifting and fugitive Doppler named Dudu. The cult of the Eternal Fire has widespread influence in the city. Racism and prejudice is a core theme. The fourth story is called A Little Sacrifice. Geralt, Dandelion, and the minstrel Essie look for sea monsters who have killed pearl divers. They eventually find creatures from an underwater world. We get to know Dandelion even more. He is quite simply Geralt's best friend and personality foil. We also get to see a young person's first true love, and all that entails. We also see what couples are willing to sacrifice for the sake of love. The fifth story is called A Sword of Destiny. Geralt heads to the forest Brokilon to deliver a message to the Queen of the Dryads. The Dryads are in conflict with the humans who want to cut down their forest and expel them. They are being persecuted by humanity and are facing annihilation. Geralt runs into his surprised child Ciri from The Last Wish, and it becomes ever more apparent that destiny has something truly special for the two of them. We also learn of Geralt's mother and who she actually was. In the final story Something More, Geralt visits Ciri's grandmother, who is the Queen of Sintra. We find out a lot about Ciri's background as well as the looming threat of the terrible and all-conquering Nilfgaardian Empire. Ciri and Geralt finally reunite for good as father and daughter. Their fates are now bound by destiny. Geralt becomes a true believer, long last. With Sword of Destiny at the end, the main story of the Witcher saga begins with Book 3, Blood of Elves. All these books exhibit the same patterns. I will now switch gears to talking about the feminist issues I promised in the Making the Most of the Witcher series. Links to the series can be found in the description box below. Feminists have complained that the Witcher books have problematic aspects. The main one being that there are too many female characters of a specific type. This character is a sexy, independent, and powerful woman. This stock character was once very common in Western films and games. A prime example of this is the actress Mila Jovovich of the Resident Evil franchise, or Lara Croft of Tomb Raider. This type of character is very interesting to men and involves having a woman with great feminine beauty combined with superhuman masculine characteristics. Sapkowski's books have an unrealistically large number of important female characters of this type. In contrast, ordinary-looking women without special powers lack agency in the world of The Witcher. Ultimately, these feminist criticisms have not been without consequence. They have led to massive changes in the writing and casting of the Netflix Witcher show. For many people, these changes absolutely ruined the show and destroyed any chance of an authentic portrayal of the world of The Witcher. To sum things up, I must say I am in agreement with the accusation that Sapkowski's female characters are heavily oriented toward what men want. Yet I stress that at the same time, lots of women love the books and games and don't have any issues with it. The female characters are constantly the subject of artwork and cosplay activities. It is also quite obvious that the creative decision has been highly successful and generally liked by men. Men like that Geralt is often with beautiful women and romancing them. I further stress that there exists a gigantic romance novel industry where women indulge in their romantic fantasies, often with wholly unrealistic portrayals of both men and women. So what's wrong with having a little male fantasy in the Witcher saga? That's all I have to say about that. I rate Sword of Destiny by Andrzej Sapkowski a 5 out of 5 stars. Please put your thoughts and ideas in the comment section. They always make a great conversation. I hope you find this review to be informative. Thanks for watching.